I was so excited, so excited. I come from a country town and here I am in the city with all these girls, and I've come out as a dyke, and I'm now a dyke on a bike. It's just hard getting on and off.
When did you join Dykes and Bikes?
I think I joined in 1997. I bought my bike brand new in 1995, which is the only brand new motorbike I've ever owned. So it's just gone on from there, and I've just used it as my best therapy. Instead of going to see a psychiatrist, I get on the bike and go for a ride. Even though my body hurts, but my brain and mind, I find it to be good therapy for me. They call it wind therapy.
What were your initial feelings or thoughts when you first became a member and in those first years of being in that?
I was so excited, so excited. I come from a country town, and here I am in the city with all these girls, and I've come out as a dyke, and I'm now a dyke on a bike. And the Dykes on Bikes, if anyone knows the history, they actually lead the parade because they clear the way for the people that come in behind them. That comes back from way back in the 70s. Workers from the clubs and the drag queens and that walking home and gay guys and everything, and they were getting bashed, and some of the girls all got together and they used to guard them and pull up and on their bikes and get off with their big leathers and big girls, and they sort of became a protector the best they could.
You've been a member since 97, you said?
Yeah, I think 97 I joined. I've got I'm a 30-year member. I'm also been made a life member of the club. Yeah, so it's a good club. It does a lot of good work for charities and children and animals, and I am a good club person. I don't live in, it's a Sydney club, the Dykes on Bikes. I don't get up very much now. I used to go up all the time, do the rides, but as I'm getting older now and arthritis is starting to get on top of me, I've had a bit of a heart turn and I've had a slight stroke. So I've slowed up a lot to what I used to be able to do. My mind wants to do it, but the body won't do it. But I still go up for Mardi Gras, and it's an honour to be a part of it. And we're all family. It doesn't matter what walks of life people have come from. When we're there at Mardi Gras, we're all family. I get a lot out of it. It's very exciting. The first time I ever went in it and come up round Taylor Square and we stopped the bike, I nearly fell off with excitement. I swear to God, everyone was cheering just for me. I didn't see anyone else. It was all about me. I was so excited. But I'll never forget it. It was wonderful.
I've been riding since I was 12-year-old. I'm now 70. My first bike was a Honda 50. When I got my licence eventually, I got a Yamaha 80. And then I rode a Triumph Bonneville for a while. And then after that, I had an XL 250 trail bike and actually had my daughter sitting on the petrol tank back in those days. The doctors told me in 1992 that I'd never ride a motorbike again because I had an accident at work and I hurt my back and my shoulder. After that, I actually bought this bike brand new in 1995. This bike is the original bike. It's just all been done up and I'm fiddling around with it now. It was my sanity because I got depressed when I wasn't working. I did have a Harley for 2-3 years. I think everyone should have a Harley at least once. And it was just too heavy for me. I've got bad hips, I've got arthritis, my spine's no good, my back's no good. So I got rid of that. I've actually just swapped it for a trike because I can't ride them all. And I get a bit depressed if I can't ride them, and I'm not always well enough to ride. So, your head wants to do it, but your body can't keep up. Yeah. That's frustrating, very, very frustrating. But this old girl, she's very comfortable, and it's all set up to fit my ailments and, my arthritis, and I've got heated hand grips on it, so I keep my hands warm. So it's the old person's bike now, this one. So it'll see me out. I'm not going to get any more. But yeah, motorbikes, like I said before, you're out, you concentrate on what you're doing, you concentrate on what everyone else is doing, you're not worrying about any other shit. So but you're just free. You're free, it clears your head out, does you the world of good. It's just hard getting on and off.
So, when did you come out as lesbian?
I think 40, before I was 40.
Mm-hmm.
I'd been to I was one of the instigators to start a gay group in our hometown. However, I never went out in my hometown. I used to go out in Canberra to the gay bars and things up there because I didn't want to be marching up the main street, everyone see me and then come back and ridicule my children and torment them because they seen their mother out with a heap of gay guys and things. So I came out to my kids because there was some photos getting around town and someone showed photos and said, "Is that your mother?" And I came out straight away then because I didn't want my kids to hear that from anyone else. So I sat them down, got them together, sat them down the table and told them there and then. And then I had to go and tell my auntie and my father, and he said he was worried about me. He didn't know what was wrong with me. I said, "Well, there's nothing wrong with me." He said, "Well, I don't understand it." And I said, "Well, I don't either." But I said, "Just understand that I'm happy for the first time in my life."
So how was it like when you first came out to James and Karen? How was it on them? And
well, James didn't say anything. He didn't take much notice. He was very quiet, never said anything. Karen was in shock. Actually, it turned out she wasn't concerned about me and she was happy for me. All that she was worried about was how her friends at school and that were going to be. And she went and told them all and they all said, "Oh, you're so lucky. I wish my mum was like your mum. We always have a good time there." And hence, it doesn't matter what your sexual preferences are. The house has got love and there's happiness in it. I always say that 2 happy parents, you got happy kids. I was happy and settled and that made the kids more happy and settled.
did you ever feel like you were sort of out of place maybe before you came out?
That's a tricky one. I did feel out of place, but it goes back into my family history. I have a loving, beautiful family on my father's side. I was brought up by my father's parents. To give my grandmother, who reared me, a break in the school holidays and different things, I would go to different families and everyone would take their turn to have me, which was very difficult because every family has their own rules in their house. The only thing I felt was like a Clayton's member of the family. It's the one you have when you haven't really got one. I used to feel guilty for feeling guilty and it wasn't because I was gay. It was because I didn't feel like I was 100% in anyone's family. One day we had at school fete and my nan come up to the school and they said, "Oh, your mother's really old." And I said, "She's not my mother, she's my grandmother." Because I didn't know my mother. I didn't meet her until I was in my 30s. And lo and behold, she had another daughter and she's also gay. So I thought, it must be in the genes.
Was there anything or anyone that helped you discover your sexuality or helped you come out?
My half-sister that I met, my mother's daughter. Well, she didn't sort of know anyone and I felt sorry for her. So I knew some gay guys, but only through knowing people all my life. Anyway, they were having a party and out in the bush. I said, "Well, look, come on, I'll organise it, we'll go and I'll take you out." Turned out I had a better time than she did. And that's when I started to realise that these are my people.
Because I know for myself, having a lesbian grandmother, I was the same as Karen was at school.
Yeah, what are your friends going to say?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
My friends all thought it was cool. I bragged about you every second I got. She rides motorbikes, she's got short purple hair.
Yeah. Well, they'd like to look outside the square.
Yeah.
You can't box people these days. Everyone's got the opportunity to be in whatever they want to be, and go wherever they want to go. I mean, the world's opened up. I don't know, some people just have boring lives, but, they're like, they can't go to school and say, "Oh, my grandmother fell off a motorbike the other day. Oh, I knew it was funny," Fortunately, didn't get hurt, but, it's, some people live very sheltered lives.
That's all right? Yep. Okay, well, thank you very much, young man.
Thank you.
You've done a good job. Thank you, darling.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh, yes. Wake up that bipping.